let's talk about what we were doing. A couple of days ago, we went outside and we took some qualitative and quantitative data. We went into the outdoor playground and we stood in the sun. Do you remember when we stood in the sun and it was hot? You guys were telling me things like, I'm melting, Miss Ventura, and it's so hot and I'm sweating, and it was so hot in the sun. So then that was qualitative. You told me how you felt. You told me what it felt like on you. Did lots of that. Then we stepped into the shade of those big trees. And we took some more qualitative data. What did it feel like in the shade? It was still hot, but it was reasonable. Like, that's where you'd want to have the picnic. We also took some quantitative data, and quantitative refers to our numbers. We found out that the insolation, or where the sun is hitting the earth, in the shade is at 90 degrees Fahrenheit. But over here, when we put the thermometer in the direct rays of the sun on the ground, we got 128 degrees, which is hot. So we learned some stuff from here. We learned that the trees provide shade. Trees are nice and cooling. We learned that shade helps keep it cool. That in the direct sunlight, it's hotter. Remember how much you guys were sweating?
Yeah.
Woo, long minute. And we decided that in the shade, the temperatures are cooler. So we took this data and we applied it to a real life problem we were having here at Conaheda, right? You guys love recess, right?
Yeah.
Think about recess, think about all the fun and the running around you do and the playground equipment. And we just got brand new playground equipment, right? You love recess. And you guys come in and you're hot and sweaty, right? We said, we have a problem. Our playground does not have any shade. Well, there's shade on the edges, but are we supposed to go to the edges of the playground?
No.
No, because teachers can't see you there, so it's not as safe as it could be. So, but in the middle of our playground, we don't have any shade. And it gets really, really hot on that playground, right? Sweaty hot. So we have a problem. We were given a task. You guys had 1 day to build on your task. Yes, Jan?
Except under the playgrounds, if you could go under them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, if you go under, but that's not enough space for your whole classroom to fit under, right?
No.
That's true. Okay, so we were given a task. You needed to build a model, small sized, not big size, just a small model, to create a cooler spot on the playground. We know that it's hot outside. What could we create that would cool us down on the playground? That was our task. So we had 1 day to build it, and you guys were given your materials. You guys did a fantastic job building, and now our materials are outside and we're running a test. But we're going to give it a little bit of time before we go to collect our data at the end, and we're going to do a little bit of a self-assessment, okay? We're going to start with your paper, and it's on your table. It looks like this. Find this paper, flip it over, pass it out if you guys need to.
I got it.
We're going to start with this paper. Thank you, Adelaide. Thank you for passing those out. Brennan, not what we're doing. Dan, do you need a paper? Good. Eyes up in 3, 2, 1. Eyes on the board. So the first thing I want to do, Adelaide, I want to get your opinion. Look at the paper next to the star, and it says, think about your design. What did you like? Then it says on this side, what do you wish you could change? I'm going to give you guys, if you have extras, just leave them at your table. Thank you. I'm going to give you guys 1 minute at your table, and you are going to reflect by yourself. I don't want to know what your neighbor thinks. I don't want to know what your friend thinks or your partner. I want to know what you think. So on your paper, right next to the star, you have 1 minute. What do you think about your design? Right on the paper.
I think this is the soul of it.
No, we're not talking about the solar oven. We're talking about our playground model. Just do the best you can. Okay. Okay, Justin. Think about the model you just made. How do you think about it? What do you think about it? Do you think design, what did you like? What do you wish you could have changed? You have about 10 seconds left. And pencils down. Okay, now we have a time to talk at our table. So with your group, with your building and engineering group, I want you to talk. Everybody gets a turn to talk, and we show respect and responsibility to our group by listening when they talk. So talk with your group. What did you like and what did you wish you could change? Is it because of the color or you don't like the building?
And also, was it great?
So what color do you wish you had? White? That's good. So now that we just put yours outside, I know what you wish you could have changed. What do you wish you changed?
I wish I would have changed. Like, having the tap bottle, put it on, make a little hole, but I change.
So it would have held tighter? I was also thinking like maybe more weight. Because you know you only filled it halfway with the beans?
Well, it's kind of complicated.
Yeah, that's true.
I like mine the whole
Brendan, we're up here still. Stay up here with me, right? Thank
doesn't
you.
want to work with it.
Stay positive, stay positive. Adelaide, what would you change?
I would change it to make it bigger.
What would you
did
change?
you guys want to change?
Okay, thank you. Okay, it's okay. Just say, I'm sorry, Mia, I get it back.
So what could we have changed? Sort of
Right?
whole
What
world.
you had to change?
What could we have changed? Gonna barely not down. Make it like that. We didn't even have the cake. Did you know wedge is so strong? It's stronger than like. What's the house name?
No, you don't like that idea?
Good. Looks like you don't
The
want.
height, I agree with that. Okay, friends, finishing up in 3, 2, 1. Pencils are down. You guys did a great job sharing. And I liked your analysis of what you would change because you only had 45 minutes to build it, right? That's not a lot of time, and so there's always things you'd change. And I'm glad to see that you guys reflected on that. We haven't seen each other's models yet, besides when we just dropped them outside. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put up a picture of the model. I snapped some shots of them. And I want somebody from your group to tell us about that model. If you need some ideas for what you could say, Christopher, I have the 4 pictures here. The 4 questions here. If not, you can just come up and talk about your model. Okay, plan to talk for about 30-ish seconds. Okay, let's see who's got the first picture. Oh, let me pull this down so you can see better. Oh, Amin, this is your model first. It's okay. Okay, you're showing respect to Amin. We're looking at her, our pencils are down, and we're thinking about her model. Amin, tell us about your model.
Our model has short legs that make it stand up more easier, and the roof makes it easier. When you get down, you can see it's darker.
Nice, I love that you pointed out the shade. In her model, we can see shade. Great job, round of applause for Amin. Great job. Okay, I think this is Caesar, come on up.
We couldn't make the sides better, but we just did.
I'm sorry, can you start over?
We didn't make the sides equal, but we just did it, and we made it. We put one to make to stand it big much, and put tape on the side so it doesn't fall, and it makes kind of more shape.
Very nice, very nice. Round of applause. Okay, Josiah's team. Who's going up? Okay, let's go, Josiah. Speak to your audience.
We put a pink top because they put it, and we covered it and shaded the inside of it, and we put tape so it won't fall.
That's right. Well, let's talk. Hold on. Thank you, Renee, for your enthusiasm. But wait 1 second. Let's talk about that pink top. He doesn't like the pink top, and that was what he shared when he was talking about what he liked and what he would change. What would you put for a top? Do you choose that because you don't like the color pink, or why?
So we can then put white, because the white will take the sunlight away.
Will reflect the sunlight better? Okay, very nice, very nice. Thank you for your analysis of it. Let's see who's next. Adelaide's team. Adelaide's team made me a little nervous during the build because they built all the pieces separately, and in the last 2 minutes they put it together, and I was like so nervous that you guys weren't going to get it done in time. Okay, Adelaide, tell us about it.
So we put a white rooftop, so when the sun comes, it reflects it back. But we didn't have enough time to make the walls bigger.
Do you mean like add a fourth wall, or you wanted to make them go out further?
Like make it like a first wall.
Ah. Well, time is always one of the problems. Does everybody in here wish they had more time?
Yeah. I didn't want to show another wall, but I want to make this bigger so the thermometer can fit.
Oh, I know what you mean. Okay, good job, Adelaide. Round of applause for Adelaide's team. Okay, Renee's team.
So we added tape in the inside, and we added 2 more extra straws to make the wall even bigger. And then we put white sides everywhere so the sunlight can reflect.
Very nice. Great job, Renee. Renee, you did an awesome job explaining that. Very nice. Let's see who's next. Who's going over here?
Jaden.
Okay, let's go.
That looks pretty.
Doesn't it? Wait till she tells you what the inside part is.
We used 3 cups of pieces, and then we used tape to tape the white paper over it and tape it back. Then we used rolled that paper lid, and we cut and taped down straws for the cooler and water bottles and the surface.
She put a cooler and water bottles in it. Isn't that cute? Very good job. Round of applause. Jaden, I really like how you explained what was on the inside because we can't really see that. So she was telling us what's on the inside of her model to provide that structure that we might not be able to see. Okay, who's talking? Thank you, Jair.
Pretty much made it simple because we just made both of the walls, all walls even.
Nice.
And we made
Oh,
the
friends,
bottom,
please show respect.
and we did the bottom even. We did everything even, all walls even.
Very nice. What did you put on the outside? I can't tell. So I see that there's popsicle sticks here. But what's this?
Tape.
Only tape?
No, just also paper.
Ah, okay.
Some tape in the inside so it will stick onto the structure.
Very nice. Very nice. And last but not least, we have this group.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm curious.
Okay, come on up. Just Brendan, if you'd like to come up as well, you may. Okay. Don't stop, Brendan.
So what we put inside the bottle is some beans. We kind of didn't have like enough, so we can make it even. Then we got straws to hold the paper inside, and we put kind of like there's one back here. Also, and we put tape on there so it's kind of like holding the hood over, so it like stay. Yeah.
Hold it up, right?
Yes. What's in that bottle? Oh, in the bottles they're beans.
Beans. And the beans she was saying was to provide support, because if not, you guys know plastic water bottles just fall over. Right.
It's probably fall over already.
I know, that's okay. But now we know. That's what tests do. They show us things we missed. Okay.
And on the top is so like it the first shade. We kind of put two because the whole paper was gonna like get out to here, and we didn't want that to happen.
Great job. Round of applause for our last group. Anthony, will you come to the microphone for me, please? Okay, so we just got an up-close picture and a little explanation from each group. You guys did a great job for a beginning of the year third graders, just talking to your group about your models. I was really impressed with that. We're going to look at the triangle part of your paper now, and we're going to do 1 minute of writing because I know you guys have a lot going on in your brains right now. And it says, what did you notice in common between the models? What did you see that most or all models had? Then on the other side it says, what did you notice was different between the models? So we're going to do 1 minute of silence while we're thinking and writing. I want to see those pencils moving. What did you see that they had in common? So Justin, if you're asking, when we looked at everybody's models, we just saw everybody's models, what did you see that's in common between the models? Like what was the same in some of the models? Did any of them look alike to you? Okay. Tell me about what looked the same. Did they all have like the same color or the same size, or did they all have something on top? What did you see that were common materials maybe? Okay. So think about that and right here, or you can draw pictures to show how it looked like. Okay, you have about 10 seconds left to finish writing. If we don't get it all done, it's okay. Focus on you. Focus on you, Justin. Let him work. Let you work. Okay, pencils down. Now, just like we did earlier, we're going to talk, Ahmed, we're going to talk with the people in our group and we're going to share. What did we notice was in common and what was different? Make sure everybody gets a turn to talk and we show respect by listening. Let's go.
What was different about everybody? Because everybody used the
Christopher, be respectful.
So I put.
That is true. That was like that. Well, I think one just used. I don't think there is possible, but I would say most is possible.
data collectors write down
What I put is what I put in common
Nice
is
notice
the
on that.
characteristics.
Tiara just told me.
The different is different buildings. Like, so we use straws, but they used to we use bottles.
Okay, friends, in 3,
We all use tape.
1, your pencils are down, your eyes are up. I heard some great things that we noticed in common. In common, I saw that they have shade, that there's a roof, that they're made out of a lot of the same materials, popsicle sticks and straw. And I noticed that a bunch of you noticed that they're all made out of white